on this computer. So how you doing?
I will.
How has everything been?
Can't complain.
You've been.
Got an echo there.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah. There's an echo. Whenever you started recording, it started echoing for some reason.
Let me see if I can bring it down a little bit. A little bit better?
Test.
Test.
I'm echoing.
Yeah, it's probably because of the recording. Let's see.
I mean that's good.
Let's see. Is it still echoing right now?
Test.
That's not good. That's not good. I can hear you perfectly. I wonder why it must be my side.
I echo. Now it stopped.
You're good now?
Better now. What'd you just do?
Nothing.
Okay, weird.
What'd you do today? How's everything going? What were you doing today?
Oh, I was, very busy day. I went to the casino where I was last night to see if they found my glasses that I lost. So I'm wearing these, which are my old ones. No, I didn't find them, but someone probably thought they were like Ray-Bans, but they were prescriptions. They just probably wanted the frames, but they didn't turn them in. So I took my mom around and I made a few calls. Typical chill day. Went to get some new glasses, Just
what did you win last night?
What's that? I think I won about
big gamblers.
I won about $2,000 last night.
Hey, as long as you're up, it's not bad, right?
That's right.
So tell me,
bad beats.
What was that?
Oh, it's just gambling. It's all about quitting while you're ahead and not going on tilt and having the really, really bad beats just eat up. That's what I tend to do.
I have a number. If I get to $2,500 and I'm up, I leave. That's my number.
All
if
right.
I'm at 2,000, I still play. If I'm at 2,100, I still play. And that bites me in the ass sometimes.
What do you like to play?
Only poker, and I play video poker too because I hate sitting around people. I'm ADD as hell, so I can't do that.
I play Ultimate X. If you're familiar with that game.
Oh yeah, I've been playing that on. I'm not ready to play professionally yet, but I've been playing on the online. See how it goes.
Well, no, Ultimate X is a video poker machine. Ultimate X.
Oh, it's the same thing.
Like I play 10-play Ultimate X, 50 cents. It's so it's $50 a spin. Really good. I just love it. It's a good game.
Yeah, it's good to get pastime. So tell me about you. Tell me everything about you. What's going on? What's going on in your life right now?
Well, that's a really loaded
Not
question.
Not too personal. But you switched.
I don't know. It's like I've been doing business now for 31 years, like in the network marketing industry.
And working for yourself, which is the best part. That's amazing. No bosses.
And I mean, like when I was like 26 when I got into the industry, got into like personal development. I listened to a Tony Robbins audio cassette course, and I talked about the importance of goal setting. And I set a goal to be able to do whatever I wanted, whenever I wanted, as much as I wanted. And that was like his definition of success. And I just kind of adopted it. And that's pretty much what I do. Always. I've been doing that for so long, I don't even know how to do anything different. So I wake up and I do what I want all day, and then I go to bed, and then I wake up the next day and I do it again. I mean, it's pretty strict, pretty easy life. I'm just chilling. Right now, if you see behind me, I got a bunch of women's clothes. And it's not
I was worrying about that. I was saying on there.
I didn't turn into Bruce Jenner, but like I do all my Zooms here, and so I'm one of the top distributors in an MLM company called Savvy, and it's like a women's clothing company. It's just going bananas right now.
How'd you get into that? How did that work out? That's different. That's different from what you've done before.
Yeah, I've always looked for different type of deals. Like I'm not like really that into nutrition, like where I'm like, oh man, you got to take this because then you'll be thinner too. And you should have seen me before. And I just I have to really believe in what I'm doing. So I've always looked for different things. I did really well with a couple of travel companies over the years. I did well in a cash back company, like a spend your way to saving money long time ago. That was really different.
Sure.
I did that wine. I did a healthy energy drink.
Yeah,
I just do different stuff. Yeah. What was that?
I was a customer for that stuff. That was good. I like getting the boxes. Did I lose you?
Minerals and so it's anything that I can like believe in myself. So what happened was my wife's a Pilates teacher, and someone sent her these clothes, and she said they're really, really good and they're less expensive than what she buys already at retail. I said, well, that's unusual for an MLM to be less expensive than retail. And then I was sitting at home in the middle of COVID, and I also own a property management company, and all my rentals, all my short-term rentals in Vegas were vacant because they're in the MGM and the Palms Towers, and those things were shut down. So I had like, over 50 units vacant, and I didn't have anything to do. So I started talking to people about Savvy, and I noticed that almost every girl I talked to said yes. And then just fast forward 6 months, I've enrolled 139 people of a team of 2,000 people. It's growing like crazy, and girls love to shop. Who knew? And they buy these great looking yoga pants and sports bras and get paid to post pictures of themselves. They all already post pictures of themselves. Why not get paid? So that's just kind of happened by accident, but it's blowing up.
It's always been fascinating to me how you always pick new companies, but you never bring over anybody else, and you always build completely new organic people. It's crazy to me how you do that. I guess that's why you're one of the best. That's pretty interesting.
Thank you. You're too kind. I mean, it's like I have done this multiple times. I wish I would have like joined New Skin or some company in like 1989 that's still in business, and I'd be making $1 billion a month. So I have picked a few companies that weren't around forever. Some of them I still get checks on, but I've never been one to like chase or just bring over teams. I've never been terminated from a company. And if you have something you really believe in, it's easy enough to build organically. And I've done it over and over again. So I just talk to pretty much all new people. There are some people that follow me on Facebook that were in another company with me or something, but there was no aggressive, like go out and try to tear someone else down to build my new castle. It's always easy enough just to build. You only need an MLM. That's the thing that people get confused about. You need 3 or 4 good people is it. And then you just go to work with them, and you can really do well.
Yeah. It's been pretty fascinating how you've done that. So you got in when you were young, 26, Tony Robbins, you got to give it to him. And then you've just been going and making it for 31 years now. It's pretty crazy. Yeah, what do you do for hobbies? You got to have some type of hobby, something different besides this.
I mean, I do whatever I want. I travel a lot. I invest in real estate a lot. I play a lot of poker.
I see you with celebrities all the time. I don't know how that works out, but you're with celebrities all the time.
I don't know about that. I think social media has a way of like, I have a thing, nothing's ever as good or as bad as it looks on social media. So I certainly don't know about celebrities all the time. I have done some cool shit though. Every once in a while, and if I do something, I'm not afraid to post on social media. I'm like, it's like, your classic humble brag. Like I'm more of like a kid, I'm like, oh my God, I can't believe I'm with Richard Branson. Like that stuff. I mean, I'm not like some people are like, yeah, I'm really cool. Oh, just, we're no big deal. Like, I'm not like that. I mean, occasionally, I don't know that I would say I always with celebrities, but I've had a few really cool pictures. I think one of my favorite was when I met that dude, Ice Cube.
50 Cent's one of my favorites.
No, 50 Cent. That was the one. Yeah, that guy was so cool, and that picture I had with him is classic. It's up on my favorites on Facebook. That was during the Verve energy drink thing. So he was doing an energy drink, and someone set up a meeting, and we got to talking. That was really, really fun. He was a very nice guy.
Man, dude, there's so much to learn from you. It's ridiculous. You still hanging out with Cliff Braun? How's that going?
Yeah, Cliff and I are working on his second book. I'm actually co-authoring his second book. It's called Why People Hate MLM. And, we just talk about what people do wrong and how to do it right. MLM is a great business model. It's all about helping people. I don't win unless you win. But what a lot of times happens is people get in and they're just annoying, and they bother people that don't like them. And then they just, and the reality is, sometimes people say, oh, they're not saying no to you, they're saying no to the opportunity. But the reality is they're saying no to you. Yeah. And so a lot of people don't want to hear that. So they come in and nobody joins them, and then they blame MLM and they say, oh, MLM sucks. It doesn't work. I tried it. It's like, no, you suck. All right. I mean, it does work. And that's the unfortunate reality is like people like don't want to take responsibility for their failure. Just like probably 97% of people who get their real estate license never sell a house, or I'm making that statistic up, but like anything else, most people that get an MLM don't make money. Most people that do anything don't make money, but you don't hear people going around saying, oh man, real estate's a scam. I got my license and I'm not on a shopping cart. I didn't make $1 million. I don't have a Range Rover. This is total scam. It's like, no, you probably tried to sell like one house to your brother-in-law and then you quit and you stick with it. And so those are the kind of things we're writing. So Cliff's good and the new book's going to be awesome.
Well, I'm going to Vegas in the next couple of weeks, so I definitely got to look you up when I go out there. I know your house is fantastic. I've seen
Oh,
it.
cool. I'm actually selling it right now, contemplating, because I think the real
Is it
estate market,
Henderson or where is it?
it's in Henderson, yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And I think the real estate market might be due for another tanking here. And so
It goes up and down. It goes up
I'm
and
hoping to
down.
get out and get all that money off the table before it tanks. So we'll see if it sells.
Where are you going to move then?
We're This is an interesting topic. We're talking about, I made a Facebook post today about, how, well, my political views are no secret. And if
Oh
the
yeah, you're Republican all the way. I've seen it.
if the I mean, I'm not necessarily Republican, but I really like President Trump, and
Yeah.
I think that
Did I lose you? Did I lose you? Berlin, did I lose
hello,
you? You there?
yeah, I'm here. I don't know what happened. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now. It's
All right.
probably because when they go for a while, sometimes it freezes a little bit. No big deal.
Or it could be like you start talking politics and then they zap your screen. But
Well, it's probably Russia. I mean, Russia's been fucking with my podcast, man. Ever
but
since
I just
I had some lawyers on here, and never worked out. I had Jose Baez last week, and we couldn't get through the politics at all. So maybe it is politics.
it's got to be Russia. But anyway, yeah, we were talking about, but there's really nowhere to move to. Like you say, oh, I'll leave the country if Kamala Harris ends up president, because Biden's not going to be president. I mean, I still can't believe they're running him. I mean, it's the media
Name. Yeah.
against Trump right now. And if the media wins, then the Democrats are in. I think that the U.S. is headed for real problems. But there's really still no better place to go. So
Yeah.
we're thinking of actually leaving the big city and just going more rural. I'm looking at maybe buying a big ranch in like the country somewhere, some
New Mexico's
undisclosed location. But probably
New Mexico's pretty out there in the ranches.
What's that?
New Mexico's pretty out there in the ranches.
All right.
I don't know.
Yeah, I'm open. We're gonna take a road trip and go look all over the country in an RV. We're gonna leave next week and gonna go explore the United States for a couple weeks.
I think you're living the American dream, man. I love it. I love it. Well, I guess I am too. I get to interview people all day. It's pretty fun.
How I heard you had interviewed like Harvey Weinstein's attorneys and OJ.
Yeah, I was just on a interview with her earlier. Not an interview, just a conversation with her on Zoom. Tomorrow we do her actual interview. We wanted to go over what she could talk about. She's crazy. But no, she's super cool. She's super cool, man. She's a feminist beast of a lawyer, man. You ever get in trouble, hire her. For sure. She's a beast. We had her on. We had Jose Baez, of course, you know who that is. We had Ryan Blair, you know who that is. We had Blake Mullen. Who else we had so far? A couple of political figures. I don't know if you like them or don't like them. It doesn't matter to me.
I don't know. I actually like a lot of those people. I don't know who they are, but I know who Robert Shapiro is, and
he and OJ obviously. Yeah, that took a 2-hour interview though, because everything was so slow. Everything he said.
Now, why the legal thing? Are you a lawyer? Like, what is that all about?
No, I'm just interested in all different. Well, I did go to law school for a year until I started doing other stuff in business, because business makes a lot more money than law. But it's just the way it is. But I'm still friends with a lot of attorneys, and I just want to go with any type of industry where somebody's really successful in it, or they've done really well in it. I want to interview them and see how they got there, what was their path, and just see. I'm just interested in all different facets, whether it's business, medical, law, whatever, real estate, whatever it is. But me, I'm doing.
Well, I mean, as far as bringing value to your listeners, network marketing to me is the most misunderstood industry in the world. So a lot of people are like, oh, I don't understand. It's a pyramid scheme. And then, that's the only thing that makes it difficult. Because if people didn't say that, it'd be so easy. Because all you got to do is find a product or service that people like, get 3 or 4 people to use it, and have them get 3 or 4 people to use it, duplicate it a bunch of times, and make a whole bunch of money. But it's difficult because people misunderstand the industry.
Yeah.
And there's just so many weird reasons. I ask them, I say, well, why do you hate network marketing? They go, oh, well, my brother-in-law was trying to get me into one of those things. I'm like, okay, so you hate your brother-in-law. And I'm like, well, that's fine. But I mean, if someone recommends a good movie, are you pissed at them? If a friend tells you to go watch a good movie, are you mad? They're like, No. All right. Well, then why would you be mad if a friend recommended a product or service that they like? Who cares if they make money on it? Kylie Jenner makes money if she sells makeup.
I
It's
can't
like,
believe they just stopped the show, man. I'm so disappointed. I love that show. I'm just
which
kidding.
are the Kardashians?
Yeah, man, they stopped it after 21 years. It's
Yeah,
over. It's over.
it's a travesty.
Well,
I mean,
they're billionaires, man. They don't need it anymore.
nice.
And I think
Yeah,
it's Kanye went a little crazy, but we'll see.
yeah. Or
Well,
maybe
at the
that's what
height
they
at the height of your businesses, if you don't mind me asking, what was your numbers monthly that you were bringing in? Doesn't matter what company.
I mean, a lot. Like, there's different stats that are all very
Was it
impressive.
FEMA or was it?
I don't know. Probably. Like, I think at one time I figured out I've built organizations of over 1 million people. I've sold over $1 billion worth of stuff. I mean, stuff like that. I mean, Vimo, my team was probably doing 5 million a month, something along that neighborhood.
Yeah. You're at the top of that totem pole, I'm sure.
That's another total misnomer. I joined that company a couple years into its growth curve, and I came in. There was probably 50 people above me. It has nothing. Network marketing has nothing to do with being at the top. Network marketing has everything to do with you building a team. And you can always make more than the people above you. I made more than my sponsor. I made more than my sponsor's sponsor. I made more than almost everybody above me.
That's the big misconception right there, because they think everybody gets a piece of that top, but it's not really that true. We have actually Anthony Powell next week. We'll see what he says about that.
Tell him I said hi. I remember when he transitioned into Vima, that was one of the most exciting moments for me, is when his whole team came over. Unfortunately, they got some real screwy tech problems, and it didn't go as anticipated. But
I think he's starting his own thing now, Zendio or something like that. I don't even know.
Yeah, so, I haven't looked at it, but he'll always do well. He's a hard worker.
Yeah, good guys. Well, let's see what else we got on here. We got through politics. You got through your beginnings. We got through your successes. What else you got? What else you got for me? I think I got through my stuff.
I don't really know. Like, I mean, it's just depends on what people are looking to learn. I mean, the only thing I really know is MLM, and I love MLM. It's a great business. It's something anybody can do. It's not that difficult as long as you're not weird and you're just normal and you talk to people and you come from a place of giving and not taking. It's great, and I just love it because it gives you unlimited freedom, time, money. You can build whatever kind of life you want. I don't know. I'm a big fan, and I think that a lot of people do it wrong. Those who do it right, it's really a good way to make a living. Find something you believe in. I love this women's clothing thing, man. Just like Bruce Jenner from the Kardashians, but different.
You're gonna have to send me that information on that, man. I might have to be a member over there. Might have to get back into the MLM, see what's up. I'm doing all right now, but I want to.
Everyone, it's unless you're a nudist, a girl, like you're a prospect, and so it's a great, if you're single, it's great. There's so many nice girls in our company, and there's only a handful of guys. I'm like one of the founding distributors in the company, the top 20 distributors. I think there are 2 guys. The rest are all girls, and the company's 99% girls, but they're the ones who do great network marketing anyway, because they tend to be nicer, they tend to have closer relationships, and so direct sales has always been female dominated, but this one even more so. But so that's that's where my expertise lies, and I would just encourage anybody that doesn't understand network marketing, maybe grab a book. Our first book, or Cliff's first book, was called Social Marketing.
I love that book. I read it. Yeah, it's really good. Actually, I have it in my library. Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
Good job of explaining it. And then our new book is going to be coming out soon, Why People Hate MLM.
When's that one looking out to come out?
Oh God, you never know. Like we're all like on like revision number 417, I think, back and forth right now. And someone writes something and then changes something in their chapter, and then so that makes you change something in your notes after the chapter. And we're going, but I mean, it's very, very close. And then it'll probably
is he still overseas? Is he still out over there, or?
He's been living in Colombia through the whole COVID thing, and he got a humanitarian flight and just got back into the country a couple of days ago.
Wow, nice. He's been safe. Everything's good. No sickness, none of that.
No, I think it's all a big overblown thing, Like,
I know, I'm worried too, and I had the same thing that you're thinking. But then, like, do you think that they're lying about the numbers about people dying? You think it's all inflated? Because if that's true, then I'm really worried. But they lie about everything.
Yeah, they lie about everything.
So like they could be using those numbers, but it could just be from a cold. It could just be from whatever. So
I'm
You know
not
what I mean?
Anthony Fauci or Bill Gates, so whatever. Like, this is my opinion. But if
Yeah,
you look at the total number of deaths in the United States,
yeah,
the total number is barely above the previous year.
yeah.
Okay, so there's been, there's like discounting all flu deaths, everything's COVID. And then like you look at the media, how full of it they are. Like they had an absolute hysterical fit about ventilators. We need more ventilators or we're all gonna die. And then Trump goes and turns around and just kicks ass and makes all these ventilators, does all these deals with these companies, and they make all these ventilators. There's tons of ventilators. There's tons of room in the hospitals. We're shipping ventilators now off to all these other countries. So now the media's jumped on to something else. Now it's, he didn't react fast enough in the beginning. It's all bullshit.
He was running a fucking country.
Yeah, it's all nonsense. I mean, yeah, there've been a handful of people that have died. I know one person that died from it, and it's a bad respiratory infection, and it's like SARS, and but that. You only saw weird people from China wearing masks back in the bird flu and SARS or whatever. I remember getting off a plane in Costa Rica, they check your temperature.
Yeah.
But because the media didn't go mental about it, you didn't hear everything about it. Just think about this. If the media had never said one word about coronavirus, nobody would even know that it was here. Some of us have some people that died, but I mean,
true. It's a good point.
It's all bullshit. Trust me, it's total bullshit.
Do you think he's going to win? I know you want him to win, but do you think he's going to win?
I mean, I don't know. I hope so. There can't be that many stupid people in the country that seriously.
There can be.
That's the problem. Is I think they tend to multiply faster. Like stupid people don't give thought to like how they're going to pay for a kid and stuff like that. So they're just like, wow, I want to have sex. And they multiply, and smart people have less kids. And live life. It's interesting. Anyone who watches Biden and then who looks at their policies, and you look at what Trump's done in the Middle East recently, and he's got unprecedented peace in the Middle East happening. He's done, he basically got North Korea off of.
I was going to say that Kim Jong-un thing was somebody that they couldn't do for 40 years. He did it in 2 years. That was amazing. I thought it was his biggest accomplishment so far.
There's just so many. There's so many, and then all they do is talk about how he's a bad man, and it's just idiotic. And then they're going to elect a dude whose son was on the board of this company in the Ukraine, totally crooked. They get him on
$1 million or $1 billion just to be on the board. I know.
So crooked, and yet the media says nothing because the Democrats can do no wrong because they're all in bed together, and it's so crooked.
That's not how they hate a guy who doesn't need to be doing this. He can be chilling at his all millions of different places that he owns, having a great time, but chooses to go through this hell, and they give him more hell. It freaks me out.
He's done more in 47 months than Biden's done in 47 years. This guy hasn't changed anything. They want more government. I was at the DMV the other day, and they said to me, there's a 6-hour wait, and you might not even get in. That's how they run. People say, well, Amazon should pay more taxes. Yeah, it's like, okay, great. Amazon's running one of the most efficient operations in the history of mankind. You can get anything you want delivered to your door same day or next day. You get free TV when you are an Amazon customer, and they're doing all this.
Pills. I'm doing Amazon pill, the pharmacy thing. I'm getting pills from Amazon. Everything
more efficient, and then they want more taxes on that, so everyone can pay more for their goods. It's just that they're so stupid. Capitalism works, socialism doesn't work. The government's idea of a good program is Obamacare and the DMV. Capitalism's idea is Amazon, free shipping, everything you want at your fingertips. It's like that's what makes America work. And Amazon's in a competitive environment, and then they're always innovating and improving. Capitalism innovates, and socialism suffocates creativity. That's what it is.
We need you to run for senator, man. When you're ready, we need you to run.
I should.
You're so popular.
I don't claim to know everything.
You'd be so popular. You would get 5 million votes just for being you.
But I should. I really should. And then what would happen is they'd say, they'd say that I'm a bad person, and then it's all personal attacks and nonsense. Just get smaller government, less taxes, do things properly, try to come from a place of good. Don't just call everybody in the world racist. That's their only weapon. The stupidest thing in the world is Trump's a rapist, a racist. He's like so far from it. I mean,
I'm sure they called him a rapist too. They call him everything, so he might as well be that too.
Or you listen to that Billy Bush interview where he said, "Okay, yeah, when you're rich, it's so easy. You just grab him by the pussy."
Everybody has boy talk. Come on.
It was the most innocuous comment in the history of mankind. It was stupid. And then you look at, and then these holier than thou morons, they have Beyonce and Jay-Z speaking at their concert. You listen to the lyrics of their songs, make grab them by the pussy sound like nothing. You got that idiot Cardi B. I mean, this idiot Cardi B, her #1 song, My Big Wet Pussy or whatever it is, it's disgusting. These people are the most hypocritical bunch of idiots in the world. And the fact that people vote for them makes me want to vomit. But that's just my personal opinion.
Well, hey man, I have to agree with a lot of them, if not all.
Well, how could anyone disagree? Anyone who disagrees is just stupid. And it's like anyone who votes for these Democrats, it needs to have their freaking head examined.
Well, I really don't think he's going to win, man. I think he's going to pull it off by a narrow, because I think a lot of people are really worried. The media has really fucked people over on this COVID, making it feel like it's his fault. So, but I think he's going to pull it out by a little bit. So I think we're going to be okay for at least next 4 years. We'll be all right.
We'll see. It'll be interesting. But I mean, what the hell? Reality is that they never get anything done anyway, and it'd probably be close to the same, just more taxes and more crime. But then again, they're the ones committing all the crimes because they're so mad about Trump being in and taking away all their crooked side deals that they're telling all their Antifa and BLM and all their bullshit organizations to go out and
any other president gave away their salary, it would be major news. They don't ever give him one compliment for that. I know it's not a lot of money compared to his net worth, but it's still fucking money, $400,000, that he's giving away. So it's like, come on. But if any other president did that, it'd be major news. But he doesn't. Yeah. Oh, whatever.
You look at Pelosi and her husband and all the side deals those guys do. They're all in it for the money. They're all crooked. They're all on the take. They're all double dealing. Trump couldn't do anything. He couldn't get away with anything. He's under a microscope. They haven't been able to get him on anything. It's very fascinating. It's one of my favorite topics. I spend a lot of time thinking about and talking about politics, and everyone in network marketing and personal development says, oh, you shouldn't even watch the news, shouldn't even talk about it. To me, it's a big deal because this is the last good country. There's nowhere to run to. There's nowhere else to go. This is it. The last bastion of capitalism.
That's a good point. That it really is true when you think about it. There's really nowhere else to go. We're screwed. Or we're staying.
If you find a place, let me know. I mean, I'd like to open in my own country, but there's not a lot of land left, and then the security is a big issue.
You got enough money, man. We'll build a go out to road like another island and build a house out of it.
I mean, we got an island, but then if you're in some third world country, and then you got to worry about pirates and so forth, and then it's not as easy as it sounds. I've thought it through. Trust me.
Well, let's check it out, man. Definitely, we might have to have a round 2 to this later on. I'm pretty interested in your politics. But yeah, you need to email me that or Facebook me all that stuff on your business. I'm kind of curious now. I want to be a part of that 98% female.
I'll take the link. It's savvy.com. My join code is Morrow. Anyone listening, if he joins, get his join code. And I mean, if you're going to buy clothes anyway, you might as well buy them from a friend. You might as well buy clothes that are cheaper. You might as well buy clothes that are tax deductible. You might as well buy clothes that make you money. If you're a girl, you're posting selfies anyway. You might as well post selfies of clothes that someone can buy. You make 25%. To me, it just makes sense. And dollars.
And not only that, look out for your next book. We're looking good for that. The first one was great. I can't wait for the second one.
All right on. Well, thanks for having me on, man. Hope it was helpful, and I'll catch you on the rebound.
You got it, buddy. Thanks, man.
Thank you.